What is up, guys? I'm back. Whew. Had to go grab a few things before we started. Whew. Hope you guys have had a good week. I won't lie. I've had a really busy week. Hence why it's been a little while. And I apologize for being a little bit, but you know what? I do what I can. So we'll probably begin here in just a few minutes. See if a few others that usually attend show up. All right. All right. I see a few more people that normally show up have arrived, so that's pretty cool. Welcome back. All right, I think we'll probably just go ahead and start. But yeah, I'm excited that a decent amount of people showed up and are ready to see us make some interesting stuff. We'll be doing pseudo selectors this time, so that's fun. I think that's yeah, that's just selectors based off of elements, like if you're hovering over stuff or hovering out, like that sort of stuff, maybe. But we're gonna be building a balance sheet, so this time we'll do that. Me and my wife just finished playing a bit of Elder Scrolls Online, so a little pumped. So good mood, good stuff, good vibes. Let's see. Go through this with some pretty good energy. But yeah, this week has just been really really long. A lot of hard work and, you know, just just one of those weeks. So, all right. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Wait. Okay, sorry about that. Had to talk personal stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this out. So first thing we need to do, of course, is the doc type. Doc type, HTML. Of course, you can't just type that. Okay, so then we have our HTML, and then HTML. So we'll add our head. Okay. Body. Alright, probably meta elements for the char set. Okay, so meta char set UTF-8. Viewport and title. Okay, so meta name viewport content be width equals device width and initial scale. What? No. Initial scale. Nope. Initial scale 1. No. 1.0. There. Got it. Jeez. Okay, so title with appropriate title. Okay. Balance sheet. Title. Okay. Link. We'll do a relation style sheet. And then ref for hyperreference. And we will put the styles.css. Okay. And I think that's a good start. Oh, yeah. Duh. Have to have the appropriate language. Can't forget that. There we go. Oh! And we forgot the comma. There we go. Yeah, it's not a, it's not the end of the sentence. Or the end of the line. So we're gonna do that. Submit and go. Our body nests a section element within the main element. So we're gonna go with a main element with main. Go in that section inside there. Alright. Got that going. Alright, so now within there we will add an H1 element with a nested span element. So span, span. Okay. Close that H1 element. Alright. Okay. Screeners announce HTML elements based on the document flow. We eventually want the balance sheet to have a heading of balance sheet and a subheading of Acme Widget Corp. However, this order does not make sense if announced by a screen reader. Give your existing span the class attribute set to flex. Okay. And add 2 span elements within it. Okay. span. And text within it will be Acme widget corp and balance sheet. And then you will use CSS to reverse the order of the text on the page, but the HTML order will make more sense for a screen reader. Okay. So below the H1 element, create a div. Okay. Give it an ID of ID attribute, set to years. Made him from the screen readers. So give it the Araya hidden attribute set to true. Okay. Now, don't fret. Like, if you don't remember all this stuff, it's fine. I mean, a lot of people aren't, you know, going to remember everything anyway, so you just have to go ahead and, you know, you gotta look up documentation sometimes, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, you will... I mean, you're gonna have to. It takes a lot of work to help understand all this stuff, so it's okay. Within your div element, add 3 span elements. Span. Wait, no. You know what? Heck with it. I've already written it. Span. Okay. Go ahead and put that all item up. Give them each a class attribute set to years. So class year. And then class set to year. Okay. Add the following in there, so 2019, 2020, and 2021. Okay. Good. Below the existing div element, add a new div element with a class set to table wrap. So divs with a class set to table wrap. Okay. Make a table for our tables. We've never used tables before. At least I don't believe yet. Add 3 table elements. So table, table, and table. Alright, you will be using CSS to style these into a single table, but using separate tables will help screen readers understand the document flow. Yep. Table. Table. And table. Alright, to the next one. Use the caption element to describe what the table is about. Use the caption element should always be the first child of a table, but can be positioned with the caption side CSS property. Add a caption element to your first table and give it the text assets. So caption assets. Caption. Okay. Alright, the th head, t body elements are used to indicate which portion of your table is the header and which portion contains the primary data or content. Add a t head and t body to your first table below the caption element. So yeah. So t head, and the t body. Okay. We're good there. TR element is used to indicate a table row. So add a table row element with your use head element. Okay. So TR for table row. R. Man. And add. Okay. In your new TR element, add a TD followed by 3 TH elements. So TD, TD, TH, TH, okay, TH, and TH, Okay, so the TD element indicates a data cell, while the TH element indicates a header cell. Okay. Okay. So within each of your TH elements, nest a span element with the class set to SR only year. Okay, so span, and then so class, where is it? SR only, and then the year element. Give the following text in order. 2019. Okay, so each year. Okay, so this is in all of them. Okay, that's why I was a little confused. I was like, why would you only want one? Well, that's because it wasn't. Through here, and then 21. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna set this one current. Go. Leave the TD element empty. This element exists only to ensure your table has 4-column layout and associate the headers with the correct columns. Okay. 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 Each year, new span element should have the class attribute set to SR only year. Okay, so maybe it's really specific. does anyone understand why that wouldn't be doing that? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got you. I see what's happening. So we actually add it to this. Aha. Big brain. Big brain power. Okay. Within your T body element, add 4 table row elements. So TR, R, TR. I could just keep doing this each time. But of all honesty, I could just easily do this too. 2, 3, 4. And it could just be a huge nuisance for me. There we go. Give the first 3 a class attribute set to data. Okay. Data. Okay. And the 4th class attribute set to total. Oh. Maybe that's why. Because we never closed them. That would make sense. Okay. So submit and go to the next one. Alright. In your first table row, add a TH element with the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Okay, TH cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Okay. Wrap all of that in a span element. Okay. With the class set to description. Okay. Following that, add 3 TD elements. Okay, so TD with the following text in order 25, 30, 28. Throat itches. Okay. So 25. Okay. The 30. And then 28. Okay, and we want to give the third one a class of current. Okay. Element with the text cache. This. Okay. So the class is set to description. Add 3 TD elements. Just because I added a space? No. Oh. It wasn't exact. I didn't put a period. Okay. I guess that's not it. Okay. So cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Period. Oh my gosh. I understand, but like, wrap all of that text except cache. Add a TH element with the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Wrap all of that text except cache and a span element. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not understanding what could be going wrong. Have all that text except cache. Wait a minute. You know, these are one of those things where the syntax is just way, too picky. Okay. Whatever. So step 14, in your second TR element, add a table header element with the text checking. Checking. I'm sure this is gonna have a span. Class set to description, and don't forget to add that space in there or else it'll freak out our primary transactional account with a slash span. Okay, and slash th following td elements. So td 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 54 54, 56. Okay. 56. Okay. And then we have 53. Okay. First element, third element of the class set to current. Oh, with another arm. Checking account. Our primary. There we go. Messed up transactional. Alright. Going to the next challenge. The third one. So, TH for the table header. Oh my god. Savings. Span. Class. Description. Funds set aside for emergencies. Okay. /span /th. Okay. And then we will do the same where we will just grab these, put those in there. So we will add 500, 650, and for the current, like 728. There we go. Works smarter, not harder. Alright, so it's starting to look pretty good right here. So submit to the next challenge. Alright, now I'm the fourth. Okay, so, in here, this will be a table header. Total, and then it wants span with a class or only, and then assets span. Oh no, the guy grab these. Sheesh. Okay. Okay. 500. This will be 579. This will be 736. And this last one will be 809. Okay. Alright. So now we have another table. Start by giving the caption set to liabilities. T-body. Okay. Then thread at TR for table row. Okay. TD. Okay. And then add headers. So okay. 3th. Yeah. Header. 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 Okay. There we go. For liabilities. Ooh. Okay, so then go. Give each table header element a span element. So SR only, give the following text in order. So I believe we've already done this right here. Right? Oh. Damn. So said year only? SR only. Well, okay, whatever. So in here, just give them a class. Set to SR only. And let me guess, it's gonna have the class year in it. Only. Whew. So 2019. Then we have 2020. Then we have 2021. There we go. Oh yeah. Duh. Stupid. That's awesome. Submit. Cool. So within the T body element, add 4 TR elements. So, okay, tail row. And now we can do this. Give the last 3 of the class. Should we set the date? First three, the class attribute set to data. Data. Zeta. Oof. That is not the best console. I heard it was a major flop. And the glass class set to total. Please Google, do not come after me. Should have been better, I guess. Should have the class I set to total. Aha! That makes sense. Okay. So, doing alright. Okay. So within here, table header, set to loans, and then I'm sure there's a span, yep, with a class of description, and then we're gonna add the outstanding balance on our start of loan, and the span, and the table head. Okay. Yep. Okay. So TD. And do what we did with the other ones. Grab the TDs from here, add them in here. Okay, 500, 250, and 0 for current. Okay. Check the code. Pretty good. All right. Within the second table row, add table head. Whew. Man. Expenses. Span. Class. Description. And we're gonna add annual and anticipated expenses such as payroll. Yeah. Span and adding the table head. Okay. And then of course we add these. Table data for each row. So 200, 300, and the current would be 400. Okay. And we're good on that. Within the third, for data, we will add so obviously instead of reinventing the wheel each time. We'll just go ahead and replace this. So credits. And then for here, we'll go ahead and type the outstanding balance on our credit card. There we go. And then, of course, it wouldn't be part of the table if we don't add these. Table sets, datas. Okay, 50, so that's easy. 50, it's easy, and 75. Okay. Alrighty. So that looks good. Submit and go to the next challenge. In your fourth, so in here in the fourth for the total, we will then grab this here and, well, instead of credit, I believe this will be total. Oh, okay. Total liabilities. Oh. And description. This is going to be liabilities for the SR only. So. The screen reader only. Okay. And then we give it data sets. And that would be 750, 600. Oh, duh. Put 475. All right. So in 2019, there were less assets than liabilities. But in 2021, there are more assets than liabilities. So, it seems to have been improving over the years. Okay, so for your third table, the caption with the text, net worth. Okay. Whew. Okay. So we obviously have the table head and table body. So then go to next challenge. Okay. Want to check in there and make sure there wasn't anything inside there preemptively. So within here into the head, we're gonna add, yep, PD, and then table rows. Yep. And 3 just wish it would just put it where I want it. Which would be, not there. Right there. There we go. Alright. Hold on. Could just took these. I should know this by now. Yep. Okay. So, within the tail body, add a table row. Okay. With excuse me, man. Total. Okay. Add. Nope. That. TH. Oh man. Text. Total. Span. Class. SR only. Net worth. Then span. And then table header. Okay. Then add the 3 here. And so the difference would be for this one is this isn't going to have a current on it. Oh, I guess it will. Okay. So, never mind. I'm sure at some point it's going to use actual JavaScript. Or not use JavaScript to actually subtract and add and all that kind of stuff in here than having to do this each time. Oh. And this would be alright. So there we go. Looks good. Alright, now the second part. We will now add our CSS. Alright, time to start your style your table. Start by resetting the box model, create an HTML selector, and box sizing set to border box. Okay. Simple enough on that. Create a body selector. Okay. And give it a font family. Set to sans serif. Color set to hashtag 0 A0 A23. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Alright. Before you get too far into your styling, you should make use of the screen reader only class. You can use CSS to make elements with this class completely hidden from the visual page, but still be announced by screen readers. The CSS you're about to write is a common set of properties used to ensure elements are completely hidden visually. The span class SR only selector will select any span element whose class includes SR only. Okay, create that selector and give it a border property set to 0. Okay, so span, and then we will do the class with tilde, however you pronounce it, and SR only. Okay, and give it, nope, a border set to 0. Okay. Not sure what the tilde represents, but it's part of the syntax, so it has to be written that way. Okay. The CSS clip property is used to define the visible portions of an element. Set the span selector to have a clip property of a rectangle. Okay. So we make a clip to hide it. Set to rect for rectangle, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, pixel, 1 pixel. Okay. And then clip path property determines the shape the clip property should take. Set both the clip path and the web kit clip path value of inset inset 50% and inset, oh yeah, duh, 50%. Okay. All right, so the totals have completely gone. Okay, so I made a rectangle. Set the clip path border. And what if I did this just to... Okay, so you can see the difference. But I think the rectangle is invisible. Okay. Well, it works. So that's fine. Go ahead and submit. Oh. Thought she was trying to grab my attention. Okay. So now you need to size these elements down. Give your selector a width and height property set to 1 pixel. So width. So it's hiding them. It's just it's hiding them, but it's not actually making them. It's not displaying it. So, alright. Well, it's not, it's acting like it's still there, I guess. Okay. To prevent the text content from overflowing, give your selector an overflow property set to hidden, and a white space property set to no wrap. So, overflow hidden, Finally, to take these hidden elements out of the document flow. Okay. Selector position property. Absolute. And a padding property set to 0. And a margin property set to -1 pixels. Okay. This will ensure that not only are they no longer visible, but they're not even within the page view. Okay. Okay. So, padding 0, margins out. Okay. So it acts like it's not even, obviously there. Okay. So, time to style your table heading. Create an H1 selector. Oh, wait. H1 selector. Give it a max width. Property set to 3725 REM. A margin set to 0 in auto. And padding, property set to 1.5 REM, 1.25 REM. Okay. Okay. Target your flex container, h1.flex, specifically. Give it a display, property set to flex. And enable the flex box. To enable the flex box, yeah. Set the flex direction to column right. There we go. So even though it had Acme Widget Corp on top, it is now putting it on the bottom. But in the HTML, it's going to make the screen reader read it first. As Acme Corp balance sheet, but it's reversed in the column. So display the nested elements from bottom to top. Finally, set the gap property to 1 REM. There we go. Check it out. Looks good. The first of type pseudo selectors used to target the first element that matches the selector. So, for instance, so h1.flex, okay, but also span first of type selector, okay, and target the first span to target the first span element in your .flex container. Remember that your span elements are reversed visually, so this appears to be second element on the page. Okay. Give your new selector a font size. So technically, since we reversed it, that's what it's saying is instead of this one, this isn't going to be the first of type, it's going to be this one right here. It's going to be the Acme. So when it does a font size property of 0.7 EM, see, it's going to target the second one because it's reversed to make it look like a subheading. Alright, submit and go. Now the last of type does the exact opposite. Targets the last element that matches. So h1 dot flex span last of type, and then target the last span in the flex container and give it the font size property set to 1.2 em. Okay, to make it like a header. There we go. So submit. So you wrapped your table in a section element. Now you can style that to give your table a border. So we make a section selector, max width will be 40 rem. Okay. For responsive designs, set the margin property to 0 and then auto to center it. Yep. And set the border property to 2 pixels, solid, D0, D0, D5. There we go. So there we go. We add the border around the whole elements. So submit. The last part of your table heading is your years. Create a year selector and enable flexbox. So display flex, justify content to the end of the flex direction. Okay. So to the end of the flex direction. It wouldn't be center. I know it's bad. Let me, hold on. Wait, I gotta see some of these. On the justify content, I know most of the center. So it'd be the same. It'd just be the end. I almost typed that, but I wasn't sure. Okay. To the flex direction, make the element sticky by fixing it to the top container. So top 0. Actually, position absolute top 0. Oh, wait, so it's flex. Oh. Okay. So what else did I wrong? Property sticky. What? Justify content to the end of the file and make the element sticky. Flex end. I'm seeing it now because there was pack items from the end, but then there's pack flex items from the end, so that's why there's flex end. Excuse me. Sticky. Make the element sticky. I gotta look that up. What is position sticky? So a sticky element toggles between relative and fixed. depending on the scroll position, it is position relative until a given offset position is met in the viewport. Then it sticks in place. Oh, so it's okay. I get it now. So it's like the position fixed element where it stays the whole time, but sticky means it's once the scroll position hits a certain point, it then will scroll with it. Which is pretty neat. Okay, now apply the color. Okay. So color, years to make, so white. And background color, 0A, 0A, 2, 3. If you haven't noticed, a lot of people just use the hexadecimals for their colors. It's just, I mean, makes the most sense. A lot, like, it's a lot shorter than having to write up the whole code of RGBA, RGB, that sort of stuff. Obviously the RGBAs and the HSLs? Is that what it is? HLS? Light, saturation, light, HLS. I know we just did this. So, yeah, either way, yeah, it works better, and it's less code to put in here, because it's really unnecessary to really do the 3 points. But yeah, you still have these two, which is the red, these two green, these two blue. So, or no, I'm sorry, yeah, no, I was right. Red, green, blue, duh. Okay, anyway, before I get more off track, let's go to the next one. Alright, so the calc function is a CSS function that allows you to calculate a value based on other values. For example, you can use it to calculate the width of the viewport minus the margin of an element. Ensure your years do not get hidden. Yeah. So, sure they don't get hidden by saying a Z index. So when you scroll, the Z index means is what's always going to be on top. So the 9 is giving it a number of it's always going to stay on top of all the other elements. Then we have a margin 0-2 minus 2 pixels, and padding is set to 0.5 rem. And then we have the calc function, so 1.25 rem plus 2 pixels. Alright, so there's our calc right there. 0.5 rem 0. Oh, okay. This is part of the padding. So there we go. So the padding calculates so this doesn't. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. That's awesome. So anyway, that calc is just basically calculating the width of the viewport minus the margins of an element. Okay. Alright. So it'll always have this padding here. So so this will be the padding on the right here. So to keep it consistent, it's based on the viewport. It's going to add, I believe, 2 pixels. Well, yeah, from the root element. Okay. Style text with your years element by creating a years span class selector. So syntax will target any span element with as a class attribute set. Text within your years element by creating a years. So, okay. So years and then span class. Regardless. Okay, so if it has a class in it, alright, give your new selector a bold font. Okay, so font weight bold. So font weight bold, a width of 4.5 rem, and text align to the right. So text align right. There we go. Cool. Bold. So anything within years that has a span element with a class in it, and that's what's going to be targeted. So, all right. So it's kind of looking, it's coming together. All right. You're after tables in the container with the table wrap class. So create a selector for that class. So table wrap. Create a selector for that class and give it a padding. Set to 0, 0.75. 1.5 rem, 0.75 rem. Okay. Huh, nice. Oh. Well, I did that. Aha. Haha. There you go. 0.75 rem. Before you start diving into the table itself, your span elements are currently bolded. Create a span not screen reader only, and give it a font weight property set to normal. So if it doesn't have the screen reader only set to normal, well, didn't we do that? Like years span, we made all the span with the class bold. Yeah, I know that. Okay. Create a span not SR only. So font weight normal. Okay, so I get it now. So it made default everything bold within there, but so that way you could bold these right here. But since we put a span around these and gave it, like, it doesn't have the screen reader only, basically it's just making all these spans normal. Yeah. Okay. So the pseudo selectors use target elements to not match the selector. In this case, any of your span elements that do not have the SR class, the screen reader class. This ensures that your earlier rules for the span only selector are not overwritten. So what do we do? Okay. Yeah, so to prevent all of this from being overwritten, we only target the ones that are not screen reader only, so that way they stay that way. I am guaranteeing that most people will well, including myself, it might happen, like, you just might forget. And that's you know, that's fine. Along the way, the more that you start developing, you'll start to, you know, catch on to more things. And so, just don't be discouraged. Like, you know, sometimes I have a hard time. Like, I haven't, like, came into a situation where I needed this yet, so don't feel too bad. Rather than having to constantly double check you are not overwriting your earlier properties, you can use the important keyword to ensure these properties are always applied, regardless of order or specificity. Yeah. Give each property in your span selector an important keyword. Do not change any of the values. So, does it go before? Give me a moment. There we go. That makes sense. Okay. By the end of this, you know, really know how to spell important. There. There we go. So now they're all set to important, because they are all important here. So submit and go. Now that you have added the important keyword, you can remove the from your span selector. Okay. So now it's just all spans. Now spans are normal. Good. Not gonna lie, it took me a second to figure that out, because I was like, okay, why would we put that there? And then I thought, okay. The more it explains it, that makes a lot more sense. That we don't want to screw up anything with the screen reader. So anyway, let's check the code. We're good. All right, create a table selector and set the border collapse property set to collapse. which will allow cell borders to collapse into a single border instead of a border around each cell. Instead of a border around each cell, also set the border property to 0 to hide the borders themselves. You know, I never knew, well, I might have known that, like, from a while back. It's vaguely familiar, but, see, these are the kind of things where you're sitting there and you're like, what? So, that's crazy. Okay. So, that's done. Ensure your table fits its container by making the width. Yep. Set to 100%. Yes. And then position to relative. This did not have a closing. Okay, so to relative, and give it a top margin. A top margin of 3 REM. Uh-huh. Why is that? What? Why is that giving me a... Oh, okay. Margin top. Got it. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right, so now that this is starting to look like a nice sheet. And I'm sure there's tons of ways that you could set this up and that you could do it. This is just the easiest. And probably the ones that you should just be doing. Like, probably more times than not, like, making the tables on here like this way instead of just doing with like paragraphs and all that kind of stuff, and giving them each classes and doing all that kind of stuff. Yeah, just making like a single table and then modifying the table. Yeah. So next you need to style your caption elements to look more like headers. So, table caption, P. Okay, so color, and set that to 356 EAF to the syntax. That joke sounded better in my head before I said it. EA Games EAF. Alright, so anyway, a text size, so font size of 1.3 EM. Nice. Okay. So, looking good, and when we resize this, if you look, it keeps the same width. And, they stay in within their cells, that's good. So yeah, we're gonna check the code, and there's an error. Font weight. What? And a normal weight. Okay, whatever. Okay, font, font weight set to normal. There we go. It's happy. We've satisfied it. So now we can go ahead and submit, throw it up to this next challenge, give the caption an absolute position. So position will be absolute. And so top be base 25 REM and right no left be 0.5 REM. And we did it. So let's submit that. We are now on 52. Create a selector to target your TD elements with your table body. Within your table body. So T body. Also, we have to make sure we have the appropriate selector, which would be the TD, so all elements within there. Width to fill the viewports, so width 100%. It really teaches you how to do a bunch of word problems, because a lot of these words, like, you know, you gotta really like decipher some things sometimes. So fill the viewport with a minimum and a maximum of 4 EM. So min width would be 4 REM. Max width would be 4 REM. Okay. This approach ensures that the width is fixed, whereas setting width specifically will allow the elements to shrink to the container because we're using Flexbox. Well, I did. Oh. Haha, it's not 100%. The viewport width. So VW. Okay. Well, when it said the whole container, width to fill the viewport, my instance was 100%. So I guess, you know, viewport width would make sense too. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Well, that's the end of that one. Now target the TH that's within your T. Okay, so T body, TH, and give them a width of the entire container. So width 12 REM. Right? Shit. Oh. The entire container less 12 REM. Okay. So 100% minus 12 REM. Oh. Hey, I didn't see you streaming. I would rate it over. Hey, what's going on, man? Glad to see you back. Yeah, I threw out a notification. I'm pretty sure you're, you're followed, so, yeah, you followed, so. So, I guess you saw, at least you saw it. It's all that matters to me. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just playing. But for real, watch my content because it's the best on Twitch. Can't get any better. Me and like the the amount of people that actually want to watch this. Alright. So, yeah. Welcome over. So yeah, we are doing Psudo Selectors. And we're about a decent way through, so right now we're dealing with the calc function and taking 100% of the width of the 100% of the width and subtracted by 12 REM from the parent. So it's good stuff. So the attribute value selector targets any element that has an attribute with the yeah. So I think we've already done that before. So create a table row. So for the table row, selecting anything with a class of total. We want to give it a bottom border. So border bottom, is that right? I believe that's right. 4 pixels, double, yeah. And a good sneeze. Well, I said something, so it might not happen. Well, that sucks. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, that drives me nuts. That's fine. Okay, so checked it. And of course there's an error. So class total should have oh. Of course, you gotta read the whole text. Font weight, bold. There we go. And now look at that, you got some double lines. Throwing it up. Okay, so I hope I haven't bored anyone yet, and everyone's kind of still with me. I mean, at least I've seen a few people that most of the people have stayed, so that's good for me. I'm glad to see it. So anyway, use the same selector syntax. So we'll do the th class. Add this for classes total. Okay. And now align the text to the left. So text align left. All right. And give them a padding of 0.5 REM, 0.25 REM, 0.5 REM. Wow. Oh. Of course, the table row with the table head specifically. See, you just gotta read. All it takes is like a little bit of effort, you know? Most of all your things can be done by just reading and listening specifically to directions. Some people just jump ahead, like apparently me. Just gotta slow it down. Same selector syntax. Target the th elements with your table row within your table rows where the class is total. Damn. Okay. Well, I had the rest of it right, so gotta give me gotta give me some credit. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, so key difference between tr class total and tr.total is that the first will select tr elements where the only class is total. The second will select tr elements where the class includes total. Okay, so in your case, tr total will work. Total, so if it includes it, you can use the selector to target all Okay, hold on. Okay, target all TD. Okay, so I was right, but I gotta do the table heads. There we go. To target. And align the text to the right. So text, align, right. Oh, yes, I love it. I love it when I'm actually, like, you know, seeing results. And give them a padding of 0.25 REM. Oh, it just warms my heart. I put the table header. TD. The TDs. Ugh. The little things, the little details. There we go. What? The pseudo selector of nth of type. Pseudo selectors use to target specific elements based on their order among siblings of the same type. Use this pseudo selector to give the third T element within your total table rows. So okay, I got this. I think I got this. So table row class and total, and then we're gonna end the third of type. Is that an actual thing? Padding 0.5 REM. That can't be right. Nth. What is nth? Like, how do I... It'll probably tell me. Yeah, I was definitely wrong. Oh. Okay, well... Oh. Well, if I would look just a little bit closer, right there, it says nth of type, and then right there it has that parentheses, where you can select which one you want. Ugh. Nth of type, select third. There we go. I can see it. So if you want a specific thing within a within an element, you know, a specific child, well, no. So if you want the third table row with a total class, you can do that. So I could see how that would be extremely beneficial. Because you don't want to do everything. You just want, within this row, you can do that. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's how it does, like, CSS for a table where every other row has a different shade of gray. Yeah! Oh! Oh! I didn't even think about that. Holy crap. I didn't even think about that. Huh. Just for the sake of it. So, just so we know what we're typing. Okay. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. I'll probably have to use that at a different time. Oh, that's right. That has it. Because I'm only getting the ones that only have total and some... Okay, hold on. What do you mean, TD? To give the third TD element... tr.total. It's a table row that has totals in it. Every third table data set that okay. Round, color. Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, because when I did that, it seems like it wasn't selecting anything. Well, duh. It didn't only have total, but oh man. So it's getting all table rows that have total as a class. Not only, but all totals that have table rows that have total within the class. The total for a class included. And then the table data of the third type. So right here. So 1, 2, 3. The third type will be gray. So total type 3, 3, 3. And that's selecting all of that. Okay. Can I even include gray? Oh, I guess I could. It's probably going to get rid of it. Yeah, it didn't care. It was just going to do what it wanted. Oh, man. Jeez. Give your tr.total elements a hover effect. Okay. Of background color. I definitely know this one 100%. There we go. So if I hover over it, there you go. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could just make, you know, like, you can make a form and some people, you know, I imagine some people have already done this, but you can make your own resume, like straight from, you know, HTML and CSS, and just put in all your elements or all your stuff, all, you know, your educations and your certificates, all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously you're probably going to want to know some Java later, you know, you're going to want to know some Java and stuff, but if you just want to set it up, you know, like this and stuff, you absolutely could. But yeah, you'd have to get it to save like a local copy unless you like set up a like, you know, place to store it, like on a server for your SQL, like, you know, your data backend to store all that data. So yeah, you can use a static web app. And yeah, so you can basically host. So I meant to publish. So I know you can use a get and post. Like you can just post them to like, you know, using backend languages to bring it onto another page. And then you could save it, but you'd have to find you'd have to obviously find a way to import it into there if you want to make alterations later. Well, no, not really. I don't think you'd have to do that. Yeah. See, I haven't really used as you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can go in Visual Studio Code, and you can just make it all out that you want, and just put stuff in a. Yeah, you can upload it as a GitHub project, and up on the GitHub, and then you can just commit changes and all that kind of stuff whenever you make, you know, changes to your stuff. And then you could, people can, if they want to add on to it, they can do pulls, fork it, pull requests. Yeah. So, you're right. No, you wouldn't need to have SQL unless like you were actually doing like a whole, you know, web server kind of thing. Like if you were wanting to put it in an actual database and pull that data, you could just, yeah, like you said, make it super simple, like create a, you know, a web app and just, you know, use GitHub to keep, you know, track of it. Oh, yeah, that, I'm probably gonna do it that way. Like, I thought that would be a cool project later to do. Just do like a resume, like built out of, you know, your own HTML and CSS and JavaScript, however you want to do it, and then, you know, be able to print that out. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Well, I could obviously do it now, but I'm gonna get these, do all these things first, and then I'll do it as like a project. But I'm gonna wrap these up first. But yeah, you're right. It is easy. It's not like super complicated. And I'll probably, honestly, I'll probably stream that process as well. Like, I don't want to put everything on there. Just for the fact of, well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really hurt because people obviously will see like the resume. So, I mean, that's what it's for. But yeah, if you just distribute it out online, well, I guess it's no different than putting it on Indeed. Yeah, I'll have to probably think about it, but I mean, I don't see what the hurt would be of just throwing it up. Except for, like, obviously, address, phone number, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I probably have to build it with just some filler stuff, and then I'll probably fill in my own stuff later on. Oh, probably put a local copy on my own and then upload the actual project to GitHub so other people can use it, but I'll have my own stuff on my own computer. Basically just I'm doing a lot more like software development. So I'm already hired in a pretty decent position, decent job, but in my work that I do now, there's a lot of positions and stuff that I could move higher in. So I'm just doing all this to build that resume, work with the community, basically just do like, software development. But mostly I'm just doing this a lot for, to benefit, not like for me, but because it's fun. And, well, I will say it's mostly fun. I will say about 85-90% is fun, and the rest of the percentage is frustrating. But anyway, I gotta stop rambling. I'm gonna make sure I can get this done first. Select your TD elements with the class value of current. So current, and make the font italic. So font style italic. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I mean, and anyone else who's doing this, I'd hope they get like, once they're complete and they have like all these certs and stuff, like, Python obviously has like some data, data handling and a lot of backend stuff, and, these certs for, React and, JavaScript, all these kind of things could, bring you into a good position. And having all that knowledge and being able to throw it down, makes you more valuable. So the biggest thing is like just getting a well-rounded feel for, not only web development, but like, once we get to JavaScript and knowing JavaScript really well and being able to, build your own projects and show like what to an employer. I mean, if anyone came to you and asked you, could you do this? Or, you will have some working knowledge of it. If you want to like get a good feel for, a lot of different areas. But yeah. Another thing I'd like to kind of look at would be like, C#, like ASP.NET, using like Blazor for development. Like that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I think actually learning the, C#, the .NET languages would be just a good thing. Because a lot of places look for. Oh yeah, that's right. You were the one who was who was pushing for it. Yeah, like I think after it'd be good, once getting through kind of these things, taking a look at Blazor and seeing if we can build upon, the stuff that we've done with a good working knowledge. But yeah, after our talk, I think that one day, I thought it was really cool. Because I really want to get more into like the object-oriented programming syntaxes, and on the side I'm kind of learning some C# or C++, just because at my job there's a lot of areas that deal with it, and so in order to best help my users and stuff, it'd be good to know more of the language and to contribute. So I've already basically this whole week I've been dealing with a bunch of Python stuff, like trying to get things installed and getting those packages handled and the environment. So, I mean, I just been kind of fire hose with that and trying to work my way through that. So, yeah, like if I have just a lot of working knowledge through different areas, I think it's like a really good benefit to have, and it only helps me. So, the job I have right now, I mean, I like doing it, and so, you know, and it allows me to do things like this to where I do have like appreciation for my work, and I have appreciation for the things I like to do that's going to build me higher. So all in all, that's, I mean, a general thing of why I like it, so, and why I'm doing this. But yeah, hopefully I can you know, get through the rest of this, because I like talking. Like, I like, you know, discussing things, and I get excited about it and ramble, but the more I ramble, the less I get done. So, and the more I prolong having to get this done. But yeah, I do, I'm a big extrovert. Which does help, because most, like, the whole stigma on programmers is they're huge introverts and they don't like to, you know, go outside the confines of their, you know, of a of a basement. But, you know, that's not really true. I mean, I'm seeing like a lot of that stigma like being lifted as more people are starting to realize what programming is about. Set to data. So let's do the background. Linear gradient to bottom. Okay, and DFE to 1.84 REM, white 1.845 REM. There we go. Throw that background in there. Give it a pizzazz. I did that. Should have the background image. Background image. Okay. To bottom. DF. Wait. To bottom. DFDE to 1.845 REM. There we go. I just think that's funny. I forgot that was just how me and you were talking about that earlier. That blazer. Wow, that's that's great. Okay, so table row data with the th selector, align the text. Line left. Okay. Give them a top padding top 0.3 REM. Okay. And a left padding of 0.5 REM. So 0, 0, 0.5 REM. Should have a padding top. Oh. Oh, and I guess I don't need these. I could have just did, yeah, padding. I'm so used to using shorthand. Left. There we go. Yeah, and everything you're doing here can slap right into Blazor. If you want to see some Blazor content, be sure to check out my stream. Oh yeah? Okay. Hell yeah. That'd be tight. I'd have to check it out. So okay. So So I'll keep that in mind. So I got some downtime. I'll go ahead and check it out and see what you got. And like I said, I do want to be able to do like kind of like a tutorial. I guess maybe like a one-on-one tutorial series with you, and I guess you could have your own stream, and I could have my own, and you know that way you can get your own content on yours, and I can get mine. You know, we'll definitely have to work something out, because you know it's one thing to watch a bunch of videos and do all that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Absolutely, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, just the more I think about it, it's great. That'd be cool. We would just have to determine whose screen we would share. Because I am a visual learner, but I'm also really hands-on. So, but I mean, also it'd be good to like see you do it. I mean, I wouldn't have to. Yeah. That's exciting. So I'll have to make a note of that though, because obviously my ADHD would just, you know, get the best of me. But I definitely have to coordinate sometime. Okay, I got a note, and so at some point we're going to make that happen. That'd be pretty cool. But, you know, I think it works out equally. We'll each get some good content, and then, yeah. So, we'll work out, I think, some details after. I did put up my Discord. So, like, I put up the Discord, and it'll be inside. After this, I'll be posting the link inside there, too. So, if you want, you know, if you join that, you know, you can message me directly, and then we can coordinate stuff out through there. Or if you have one, you know, that's fine. Like, whichever. But yeah, I will put that on, but it's going to be on my YouTube page. So, that link is going to be in the YouTube page, and actually, why don't I just throw it up now? I'm going I was just talking, man. I was like, wait, why don't I just go ahead and do it now? I'm already thinking about it. So if anyone else wants to go ahead and do that, you know, you guys are more than welcome. Okay, throw that over there. So yeah, I will throw an invite link for whoever wants to join, and I will put that, copy that, and here we go. Oh, oops. There it is. Okay, so if any one of you want to go ahead and join, you know, there's the link. Like I said, I'm trying to be active on there, and anyone can post, you know, can hang out, post your ideas, you know, you can share your work if you want to, so anyone else can kind of see it. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so yeah, I see you on here, so I'll have to get with you sometime and we'll just coordinate on there, whichever works best for you. So cool. So just to prevent any more distractions, I'm gonna actually, don't want to close that. I'm gonna close the Discord, so that way, because I know what's gonna happen. I know it's not just, I gotta actually fully close it. There we go. Oh, really? Are you gonna make me? Okay. Oh, alright, good. So I didn't have to go through each one of those. Alright. So yeah. Cool. I'm all about... Alright, check your code. So we're good now on that one. 62, create a TR description. So TR data, gonna select TH, all table headers under the TR data, and ones that have description associated with it. Yep. That are within your PH elements. Okay. Give them a block display, so display block. Okay, so we have block. Make the font style italic. Okay. Normal weight, so font weight normal. Position them padding set to the right. Okay, so padding. So padding set to 1 REM 0.75. This is so much easier because they basically tell you what to really do. Everything else is pretty much, you know, just throwing things in here and figuring out how to make it work. And it takes, as you know, whenever we did that last project, it took hours to like just find the things that work just right. So margin right 13.5 rem. Okay. So it took all these descriptions, made a block, italic, font weight normal, right? Got a good padding, and everything looks good on that then. So submit that. All right, your span elements now have more specific styling, which means you can remove your span rule. Okay. So your dollar amounts are currently misaligned, right? Create a selector to target the TD elements within your, oh, here we go, tr.data, TD, okay, and vertically align the text to the top. Okay, so vertically align the text to the top. I could do align. Oh, wait. Is it V-align? Top? No. There we go. Vertical align top. Okay. Had to remember that. I was thinking of align items, and you know that's flex. So okay. Vertically align, horizontally align the text to the right. So text align right. Okay. And padding set to 0.3, rem 0.25, rem 0. Okay. So that could have taken a lot longer if you were doing it by yourself, figuring that out. All right, create another selector for the TD elements within your TR. So tr.data, TD. Okay. So, oh, but specifically select the last one. So last of type. Yes. And we're going to do the padding right 0.5 rem. Yes. Yes. Okay. And this completes the balance sheet for pseudo selectors. There you go. And this lesson. So there we are. We have done it. You know, all this stuff we have written. We have done it. And if you have been following and doing this yourself, you should be proud. You probably may have figured this out maybe more than I did. Like, probably before I did. But you know what? It's a learning experience, so. As long as we got from A to B. And maybe, well, A to C, maybe a B, you know, diverted along the way. But yeah, so this is a preview for the next lesson that we're going to do. Hold on. This will be, so we did this, pseudo selectors. So we're going to learn intermediate CSS. So know that everything we did, all of that, was basic. That was basic CSS, and now we are going into intermediate. Or, no, I would say that's advanced. Yeah, you got your basic, advanced, and then intermediate. But like, that was already, we already did, 2 projects. We did the survey form, did the tribute on here. So we'll do this, the intermediate CSS, build a piano. The next lesson after that, make a technical documentation page. Then we got, making variables, which is going to be great to store things in. And that way you're not having to write, if you've noticed, colors like every single time. You'll be able to just store it once and then put it inside the variables. We'll be introduced to CSS grid, build animation, transforms, and then we'll make our own personal portfolio page, and we can claim our official certification. So a lot of work still left ahead, but then after this we'll be going into that JavaScript algorithms and data structures, get that certification. The JavaScript is going to be, the most, it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie, but it's also going to be the most beneficial thing you can learn, because JavaScript is one of the most sought out things, in all industries. Having JavaScript is good along with, your Python. Be good, look at your front end developments, data visualization. Be good to, work with us, obviously SQL would help. Learn like more of the back end development sides, so you can pull your data, push it off to a server. Quality assurance, and it's good to have like Python. So we got a lot of good stuff here, a lot of good stuff. The legacy responsive web design, it's there, but to be honest, I think like more things can be pushed forward instead of going like, getting more back. And just keep doing things, the old way, because, you're wanting to, this should be the standard that you want to push forward on. And there's plenty of, stuff that you, like, if you want to learn the older stuff, you can, if that works out well for you. But yeah, one of the, like, few times, we'll definitely plan out some C# development frameworks for Blazor. I would say, since it's C#, we could do it after we do responsive web development, just to be able to learn a new thing, like with Blazor. But I really think that, of all honesty, we should just finish off JavaScript and then start like thinking like with that. And then if you want, we could, after we do like kind of that, after that sequence, moving into the front end development libraries, because essentially we're going to be learning about different frameworks anyways in here, so it'd be good to, check out the Blazor. So yeah, it'd be good to get JavaScript. We'll do our Blazor stuff, we'll coordinate that, and then I think we'll move into more front-end development libraries, So, yeah. And so knowing SQL and knowing backend and this kind of stuff. So knowing all of these things, like most of these things, like at least from here, well, having quality assurance, but also having information security certification. So like these things, like you can after that, you know, it'd be best. So you should have enough knowledge to run a server and, you know, put data out onto the server and retrieve it. That you should definitely be pretty confident to, you know, make a big project and, you know, show your like a potential employer, you know, what you can do. I'm not saying you don't have to do Python, because you certainly can, and it's very beneficial. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have to draw. I'm going off anyway, but these are just kind of things that we're gonna be looking forward to, kind of layouts to look for. But yeah, the next time we come on, we're gonna build this piano, Picasso piano with some intermediate CSS. So, all right, I'm probably gonna hop off here. I think that will conclude it for the lesson, this video. Thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you, Deflux. Maybe. I might. Oh, yeah? Okay. I might pop over, see what he's doing. Doing coding stuff. You know what? Yeah. We can see what he's up to. We can throw it in here. And I'll actually pause my pause that, and we'll go ahead with on here. So Arrowratini.
We just talked ball the whole time. He kind of just talking about concepts.
Oh, someone's actually. Holy crap. Huh. Someone's. Okay.
Let's just check out the documentation here for React. Well, okay, in main.js, which I guess is my index.js, you can import styles directly from JavaScript.
Okay.
Component usage, import. Oh, so make it as a component. Okay.
Okay, so he's kind of doing the same thing. Oh my god.
This is probably it. Thank you.
Is he doing that in XP?
I think you're spot on. We weren't using the React version, which could very well
Wait a minute.
cause issues. We'll follow the guide.
This can't. No.
So,
That's not.
want to set up.
No.
Let's tell you this.
He has. Okay, hold on. He has a. He doesn't have his XP. It's a. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This is just a theme. Because I was sitting there, was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so he's doing React.
It should be capital letter N.
Okay.
Yeah, so that comes out. Can we still put that here? No. Import. What's it called? Tropos from components. What's the current dog do?
So, yeah, he's got currently like 5 people, and he's been streaming for near about 2 hours. So, yeah. I like the fact that there's other people, you know, doing the same kind of stuff and just
Am I right?
hanging out. Yeah, he's using, Visual Studio Code. And it looks like, is he using he's using NPM for his packages. And Tailwind? No. Node.js. Tailwind. Node modules. Oh. Or it's NPM combined. Okay. You can ask him now. I guess I could.
Yeah, I don't think it is rebuilding it. I think if we go npm run dev, it'll reflect that change I just made. I'm sorry, npm run start. Should be fine to develop with npm run start, save is just good to see the build before you release. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Well,
so
there it is. Yeah, he's using NPM with Node
can't resolve components.
and Tailwind
Sorry.
JS. Or is that Tailwind? No, CSS. Tailwind CSS. I think that's a.
Would it be slash this slash? Oh my gosh! Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wants to come home. Module not found. Right, we're on.
I'll have to probably follow him.
Spot default function.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm probably gonna hop off. But yeah, I mean, if you liked enjoying kind of
Slow down. What are we doing?
watching this dude a little bit, like I have, I mean, you can go give him, a follow as well. And yeah, and definitely check out Deflux streams, cause see his Blazor streams in his framework. I'll probably be seeing, you'll probably see me in there. Yeah. I'll question you on some stuff as well. Alright. Well, anyway, you guys all have a good night. I'm gonna head off. We'll continue to pick it up in the next session, dealing with some more intermediate CSS work. Alright. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out.